The second lesson in our writing booklet, we have the proofreading codes. What are these proofreading codes? Now you're junior 4, you're grown-ups. I'm not going to correct your writing mistakes. So what am I going to do? I'm going to underline the mistake and write above it, this is a mistake in what? So here are the hints to show you. For example, if it's a spelling mistake, you will find me underlining the word and writing above it SP. Okay, if it's a grammar mistake, means you put the verb in the wrong tense, for example, so I will underline the verb, the wrong verb, and I'm going to write above it a GR, means it's a grammar mistake. The same for the vocab. If it's a vocabulary mistake, okay, means a word that you already took in your vocabulary but you forgot how to write it, or you used the wrong vocabulary in this sentence, you could have used another one. So I'm going to underline the word and write for you above it vocab, VOC. Okay, if you are writing a sentence and you missed a word, means there is a word missing that makes the meaning not very clear. So I will underline the place where you have to think about what is the word, and I will put this chapeau over it so you know that here there is a missing word. Okay, indent. What is the indent? Now you're grown-ups. We don't put 3 X's anymore, and we don't put arrows. I call it an indent. An indent is the spacing that you leave at the beginning of a paragraph. Okay, so you have to pay attention. Whenever you start a new paragraph, you have to leave a space. Don't draw an arrow, don't put X's, no. Just leave a small space at the beginning, and I call this space an indent. So if you find me drawing an arrow for you, no, you have to know that here you forgot to leave an indent. Okay, like here you have to leave a space, so a big one, and then when you go to the other line you have to start from the beginning. So I have to see that there is a space here to know that you left an indent. Okay, you can see here some examples for the things that I already said. The spelling mistakes, this is grammar mistake, of course there is nothing called God, it's went. A vocabulary, it's not I make my homework, it's I do my homework. Here they are traveling to tomorrow. Traveling to what? You missed a word, so to London or whatever country you are missing, so I will put the chapeau to show you. As I told you, the indent, I will draw for you the paragraph. If I have something written like this and it should be a new paragraph, you shouldn't include it in this paragraph, I will show you an arrow down. Means no, you have to start up from here, you have to start a new one, so you have to move it down. Okay, the full stop, of course you have to pay attention because here you forgot it, so you have to pay attention not to forget your full stops and start your sentence with a capital letter. A question mark, of course, whenever you have a question word or you start with a helping verb, you have to put a question mark at the end. If you have a sentence with a strong emotion, as I told you, you have to put an exclamation mark. Don't forget your commas. Your semicolon, this is, I put it when I'm saying, like here he said what? He knew everything about me, I knew nothing about him. So I'm talking at the same idea, but I am separating the two sentences with a semicolon. Okay, the speech marks, this is the quotation marks, where you put it around the actual words that the person said. Okay, this is also to show you how I'm going to correct your writing and how you're going to know the mistakes and you have to correct it. Okay, for example, here we have the sentence structure, the rearrange. Okay, you're going to answer it on your own. I'm only going to answer some of them with you, and the rest you are going to answer it alone, and you will find also the model answer on the school page. Okay, for example, let's see here number what do you think we should take? Number what? Number 3. Okay, let's see number 3. It seems a long one, so let's think about it together. Okay, let's look at number 3. The first thing, I have to look at the whole sentence until the end, because for example, if you have a sentence like this one, you have a full stop in the end, so this is an affirmative sentence, okay, or a negative sentence, but it's not a question. But here, for example, in 3, you have a question mark at the end of the sentence. This means that you have to start your sentence with what? Excellent. A question word or a helping verb. Let's look here. Do we have a question word? Where or what or when or what time or how or why? No. But I have what? Where. This is a helping verb, like when you ask with the do or does or was or where or is or are. Those are the helping verbs that you can use at the beginning of the question if the answer is starting with yes or no. Okay, so I will start my answer with the where, because this is the question word that you have here. Okay, where, let me cancel this one so we can have the space to write. Okay, so I started with where. Where what? I should get what after it? Think. When you make a question, you put the helping verb and then you put who? The subject. Yes. So where? Where is the subject here? Who can tell me? The subject is the person I'm talking about in the sentence. So I have here you. Yes. Where you? Where you what? Where is the action? The action is the verb, the main verb that you did, the action that you did in the sentence. So here I'm talking about what? Where is the other verb? Is it Saturday? No, of course, Saturday is not a verb. You tell me. Miss Ines, you're wrong. Okay, where is the verb? You tell me. I'm sorry guys, I didn't notice. Reading, yes. Excellent. So, where you reading? Reading what? Of course, I'm going to read something. So what I'm going to read? Let's see. Reading. Novel. You know what's a novel? Novel is a story. Okay, can I say novel? No, I have to say a novel or the novel. So do I have a or the? I have a. Okay, so a novel. So were you reading a novel? When were you reading the novel? I have a time here? Yes, I have. I have a number 6 here and I have a clock. When I mentioned the time, what is the preposition that you put before the time? At. Yes. So at 6 o'clock. Okay, this happened. We mentioned the time. But what was the time of the day? Or what was this day? Usually. Here he said what? Saturday. Only Saturday? No, I still have one word missing, which is last. Yes, so I would put last Saturday. Finished! No, Miss Ines, you didn't finish yet. You are missing the most important part of the sentence. What is it? Can anyone tell me what is it? I am missing what? Yes, I'm missing the question mark. It's a question. So how could you forget it? Okay, so here, were you reading a novel at 6 o'clock last Saturday? This is how you arrange your ideas while you are rearranging a sentence. Okay, let's see which one. Let's try number 7. Okay. Sorry. Here. So, I have the storm, shed, damaged, the, was, during. Miss Ines, this is a very hard sentence. Okay, I tell you something. I will make it easier. I will explain for you the words and then we can arrange the sentence. Storm, you know storm when you have a lot of thunder and lightning and rain. This is a storm. So what's the meaning of a shed? Do you know what's the meaning of a shed? A shed, this is a building like a small hut or a small room that you can find inside a jungle or a garden where you can keep stuff inside, or if it's raining you can go inside and have a shelter. It keeps you away from the rain. This is the shed. Okay? What's the meaning of damage? Yes, destroy. Okay? To destroy something, to damage. It's not working anymore. The and was and during. Okay, let's try. What is the first word that we should start with? Yes, excellent. You have to start with the, because you already have it as a capital letter. Yes. So, the what? What is the main verb here? damaged means destroyed, means it's not working anymore. What do you think is the thing that will not work anymore, or you cannot use it anymore? Is it the storm? No. So what is the other noun? Shed. So the shed. What happened to the shed? I have how many verbs here? 2. Okay, I have damaged and I have was. Which one do you think will come first? Yes, the helping verb. So the shed was damaged. When? Yes, during the storm. And don't forget the full stop. Okay? Is it easy now? How do you arrange the words inside your sentence so you can form a correct sentence? Okay, let's see number 8. Okay, here he gave me war. You know what's the meaning of war? This is a verb. It's the past for which verb? Wear. Yes, to wear, to put on something. Wore, hat, he, comma, of, made, fiber. Fiber, this is a material where that you can use to make something. Like wood and cloth and metal. Those are all materials. Fiber is one of them. Okay? His, on, head, a. Let's start with the capital letter. Which word? On. So, on what? If I say on, I have to mention the place. Doesn't on means over something? So on what? On head. Yes. Can I say head? On head? On whose head? His. So on his head. What happened on his head? He. Yes. Can I? On his head. And I will start he. Like this, it's 2 parts of a sentence, right? And I said that I have to separate the 2 parts of a sentence with what? Excellent. So, comma. He what? What is the verb? On his head, he what? Wore. Yes. He wore a what? Excellent. A hat. What about this hat? It's what? I still have made and of and fiber, right? So this hat is made of fiber. This is the name of the material that the hat was made of. So on his head, he wore a hat made of fiber. Is it easy? Okay, let's look at the second page. For example, let's see number 11. I have here Chinese, China, I, food, restaurant, eating, at, house, am. Okay, I started with I. So what comes after I? Am. Excellent. So I am what? Eating. This is what tense? Present continuous. Right? So I am eating. Okay, I am eating what? I am eating food. Okay, can I say food? What kind of food? I have here 2 words that could be confusing. Chinese and China. China, this is the country. Chinese, this is an adjective. Okay? So I have here to you, if I'm going to say food, I want a word to describe food. So I will say what? Chinese food. So I will start Chinese food. So I am eating Chinese food. Where? Where are you eating the Chinese food? I use which preposition to talk about the places? At. Yes. At what? At the restaurant. Okay, what is the name of the restaurant? Let's guess. you have the words that are missing. You have house and you have China, right? Can I say house China? No. China house, yes. House restaurant. Full stop. So I am eating Chinese food at China house restaurant. Okay, let's look at number. Since we answered one from the top, let's answer one from the bottom. For example, let's see 17. It's too long, so we can think about it together. Okay. Okay, when, old, you, how, married, where, Jane, to, got, and question mark. We had a deal. If I have a question mark, I have first to look at what question word. What is the question word I have here? How, and it's already capitalized. So, how, I'm talking about what here? I have when, old, you, married, where, Jane, to, got. I have a question word called how, and I have another one called how? Old, yes. So, how old? And then I have to put the verb. Where, you, I have to talk about the time. When I talk about the time, I use when, yes. When who? You. What is the other verb here? I have married and I have got. Those are the two verbs. So which one I should start with? When you got married, yes. To whom? Jane. And I will end with, don't forget, this is a question, so a question mark. The last one is 18. Okay, and I will leave the rest for you to answer. So, number 18, you have not, sleep, all, able, night, I, to, last, was, at. Of course, I'm going to start with the subject. So, I what? After I should put the verb. So, I, yes, was, not, wasn't what? I wasn't sleep or I wasn't able to sleep. Means I couldn't sleep. So, I wasn't able to sleep when, yes, last night at all. The rest of the sentence. So I wasn't able to sleep last night at all. Now is it easy? Now you know how to arrange your ideas? Okay, I want you to answer the rest and you'll have also the model answer. And if you don't understand anything, please feel free to ask whenever you are at school and you have your teacher. Okay? Study well. Bye-bye.